Morning everyone. My camera seems to be playing up and it's all kind of pixelated. It's quite good for my wrinkles though, that's quite handy. I just wanted to talk about, God, there's loads of things I want to talk about. And one thing I'm thinking about at the moment is communication between autistics and non-autistics. And I've recently been chatting to some non-autistics trying to help an autistic, and it's going wrong. And so to kind of help matters, I've chatted with the non-autistic, because just like I think we don't know what we're doing wrong when communicating with non-autistics, autistic non-autistics don't know what they're doing wrong, and it's confusing for them as well. So this person was saying to me, "Oh, you communicate better with them than I do. Can you ask them this and that?" And this is why sometimes I like to mediate, because I think there needs to be a mediation sometimes, because things are getting all kind of mixed up and confused, and people get angry. It's quite triggering for someone autistic as well, and upsetting for the non-autistic, because sometimes they're just trying to help, and they don't realise some of the ways they're communicating wouldn't suit an autistic. So so I want to talk about the communication. So, and what I said to this non-autistic professional, I said, where I do kind of say where there are the two that meet, non-autistics and autistics, there's will often be communication problems, stress, meltdowns in both parties, not just autistics, but in non-autistics, and then things become a problem and a fight rather than a communication. So I know they say that being autistic and learning social things, that a lot of autistics are really against that, and I can understand that. I think when you're around your own kin, then being you is great. But I have found learning the way a non-autistic communicates has helped me to bridge a gap that is there, And I understand that when we were growing up, a lot of us were pressured to be something we weren't, and that's going to have created a trauma and a real upset for us. So I can understand why some will just move right away from that, and that's fair enough. But for me, I wanted to understand why there was a communication issue and where this bridge could be. So I have taught myself the communication skills of a non-autistic, although they are natural to me and it makes me uncomfortable. So I don't do it for long periods, but I do it to help bridge the gap and create empathy, humility, and an understanding. So like I said to the non-autistic, who was actually upset because they couldn't communicate with this autistic, and I said, look, it's nobody's fault. No one's at fault here. It's just that we communicate differently. So what you're putting across is being received differently to the autistic, as the autistic is putting across to you is being received differently by you. So this is where there's a communication problem. And so this is why for some, say like me, with what I do, learning how a non-autistic communicates has helped me, but I can then also explain to the non-autistic, this is why this doesn't work, because we don't communicate in that way. But I can try and help you bridge that gap. I'm not saying I'm perfect, because I upset non-autistics and autistics, because I'm not, I make a mistake sometimes. I think I did it yesterday, but they seemed very good about it, the autistic. So, as things kind of develop and change, people, words change, and as we develop, as long as we're open to growing and changing, then, like me, I'm willing to accept that I'm wrong about things, because it's the only way that I can continue to help us all develop, all of us, and become happier, a happier medium within where we are. So I just wanted to talk about the problems between the communication. I've already done a video on this, but I just wanted to say it again because of someone I was talking to yesterday. I just don't want people to feel bad about it. Okay, thank you. Bye.